Here with us this morning, we have a seasoned teacher. I will call her an administrator, a psychologist, in the person of Mrs. Amodu. She's a very senior teacher in the International School, University of Lagos. She's here this morning to talk to us about the importance of allowing our children to stay behind to go through the primary six. She's here this morning in the capacity of a teacher and also to let us know what their own experiences are in the secondary school when we parents send our wards that are, I would say, underage for secondary school. Let me say not so matured to move on to secondary school. So I hope that we open our hearts and our minds and our ears to listen to her and then take the right decision concerning our children. So please help me to welcome Mrs. Amodu as she will talk to us for some minutes on the importance of letting our children complete the primary six before moving on to secondary school. Thank you.
Good morning, parents. Happy New Year. Good morning, my teachers. In fact, you remain my ogas because you trained my children. Nice meeting you again. Close to my mouth, sorry. You know, I'm a teacher and I know I have teacher's voice. So with or without the mic. I'm happy to see a number of men in the room. Please permit me, those online, you might not see my face once in a while because I'll walk around. Please, for the fathers in the room, let me start this way. How many of us can cook a pot of soup successfully? In fact, I am happy to see they are quite, in fact, it's like 90% of the men in the room can actually do that. But let me ask you the next question. Why will your soup taste different from your mother's soup and your wife's soup? You said? Why will your soup taste different from your mother's soup and your wife's soup?
It's very sweet. It's unique. Because I cook it, I'm a man. It makes special.
We do it more often than men. Yes. It's just once in a while. Yes.
I appreciate the response. Where I'm going is this. We need to believe in a process because the process will determine the results. Now, I just asked you and you told me it is special with the mummies. They take their time. They follow the process and they get the result that you have come to cherish. Now, what do you think you've explained makes the difference? Now, when you talk of mothers in the hall, let me come back to the mothers. How many mothers in the hall you have on your own discovered the professions your children are likely to go into in future? 1, 2, fine. 3, 4. You are not so sure. You're sure. How did they discover? Let me take 2 or 3. How did they discover?
I just watch what they're interested in. No, it's not one day. Over exactly.
Because of what he picked interest in. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
One more person, please. Solori.
Their behavior and the way they react to things around them.
Thank you very much. I want to believe that since you discovered, you have also been encouraging them in that part. That tells you there is no stereotypical way of doing things. And is it all your children following the same pattern? No. Fine. Now, have you noticed that the taste, and I don't know, I'm good. I think Mrs. Olori will help me with this. Have you also noticed that we have different types of palm oil in markets now? Any difference? Sorry, I had yes here. What's the difference? Palm oil? Yes. Some foam. Some foam. Yes, the foam. Yes. The colors. The thickness. Then the taste. The odor. Now, thank you. That means we're all observant. That means we pay attention. That is why when our children are concerned, we have to pay attention. When we talk of primary 5, primary 6, you have to pay attention. Because like the palm oil, the process you follow, like mommy's soup or stew, like your wife's soup or stew, if you don't follow a particular process, you won't get a particular result. I know that what we are experiencing in Nigeria, I call it economic reorientation. What do you call it? No, that's my own. No. What do you as a person? Some people call it T-pain. Eh? Somebody is eh? Somebody said Sapa. I hope you know you're supposed to learn so many things from the Sapa. Have you observed that as a group of people, Nigerians, we have been quite wasteful. We don't plan. The first day my mentor told me that, am I familiar with the fact that Chinese people do 100 years plan? I'm like 100. The person who starts it will not be the person to finish it. But, and I'm sure some of us are familiar that in Lagos State, they have a plan, so to speak, that they allow people key into and keep it running. Parents, what are your plans for your children? Why are you in a hurry? I deliberately asked about what do we call the economic situation? Because I know some people will say, that primary 6 is the most expensive class, but it's the most rewarding class. My teachers, Dalu, thank you. God bless you. Mrs. Ere, forever. And Mrs. Afolabi, I mean, you did it for my children. And it's wonderful, that primary 6. Now, things are not exactly what we see sometimes. It is how you choose to see it. If you feel this thing is not good, that is the way you have chosen to see it. You have to critically look at it. Now, as a secondary school teacher, and I've been at it for the past 3 decades, just small time, I have observed that a mature child will always produce a better result, not just academic results, all-round result. Those of them who skip primary 5, they have problems settling down. They are, number one, excited. If they land in a school like ISL, they are like, wow, this is a school. Big, I can run around. They are running around. They are not focused. But the primary 6 accomplished child will automatically settle down. And remember that these are topics. I mean, snitching, so to speak. A lot of the things they do in primary 6 pop up in basic 7. So they're able to key into it. But for primary 5 accomplished child, she's at C. It will take a while for her to settle down. And then let me ask parents again. What exactly do you want from your children's life? When I brought my first child to the school, I met Mrs. Ofonaguru. And the child is a December baby, so by September, it won't be 2. So I was arguing. She looked at me and said, do they give people award when their children finish underage? That silenced everything in me. And that child, thank God for him, he did primary 6. He's just a different person. And he was better off with it. And I want you to personally ask yourself, what informs your decision? Coincidentally, this morning I read about the story of these pigs that they got a command of something entering into them, and all the pigs ran off the cliff. And I'm wondering, why couldn't one of the pig stand and ask, "Hey, Joki, lo nle wa no?" But they all ran. So personally, you need to sit down and ask yourself, why are you taking your decision? Knowing fully well that whatever kind of palm oil you brew, you will use. Let them, for us, some of us is, let them finish school quickly for our selfish economic reasons. You are not looking at the effect on those children. Psychologically, it's a big minus. Socially, it's a big minus. Mentally, it's a big minus. They are not ready for what you are pushing them into. It's like for a girl, you are making a child bride. You are pushing them to a situation where you need to be in the school and see some silly things they do. And I want to appeal, please don't rubbish the school. Because when you take an unfinished product out, the likely thing is people will ask, where are you coming from? I teach senior school most of the time now. And when I see a child misbehaving, I will go back to the primary school. Where did you do your primary school? And proudly, Women's Society children, they do us proud. I can tell you that. So, rounding up, please let us know that parenting is a process. The children need your assistance. And you need to ask yourself, what are you giving your children as a parent? Are you hurrying them up? When you were making the children, you were not in a hurry now. It was sweeting you. Why is it now that you are in a hurry to push them out of where they should grow? Why are you trying to hurry the process? Please don't hurry their process. Because if you hurry their process, you're going to jeopardize their future. Please invest properly in these children. It is ultimately a major investment into your future. I don't know how to interpret this thing in another language. If you hurry the child now, you will pay for it. Because like I know, when a child is supposed to play, you hurry the child up, you don't allow the child to play. The child will become an adult that will play. That is when, as a parent, you will badly pay for it. So please relax. Let them follow the process. A well-grounded child will give you more peace of mind than the one you have hurriedly processed. The primary 6 scheme allows your child to understand basic 7 scheme and key into it properly. You will not unnecessarily stress yourself, but please don't stress your child protecting your own selfish interest. It's not because you want to show off, please, those who went from primary 3 or primary 4, when they finish university, kilo wa shele. I'm sure you've heard that joke. All those who jump. After all the jumping, where did they land? Please think of the children, not yourself. And please pity us, the teachers. Because as a secondary school teacher, when I meet some junior school students, I feel like fainting. In fact, I have started telling them that what we are having now is teacher abuse. Yes, you have abused your child by not processing the child properly. And so the teacher comes to school to also abuse. He's not verbally abusing the teacher. The child does not do the assignment, does not write the notes, cannot comprehend what the teacher is saying in class. The teacher is assaulted psychologically. Please don't do this. We need you to cooperate. Invest in the child sacrificially, and the child will be back to invest in you sacrificially. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Amadu. God bless you, ma. Parents, I don't know if you have any question to ask concerning why our wards should be allowed to properly process primary 1 to 6 and then move to secondary school. Do you have any question for Mr. Modu or for any of us? Yes, sir. Okay, ma.
Good morning once again.
Sir.
Thank you so much, ma, for the beautiful advice you gave. So my question is this. We all know there are processes for everything. But in some cases, can we have exceptional case? You know, there could be a general rule for certain things to happen. But are there no exceptional cases? Oh, for this case can be treated this way. You know, maybe maturity, maybe the kind of intelligence, maybe can we not have an exception to this advice? Thank you.
Do I take that or do I? Okay.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Mrs. Ebiere Samson Ogege. Mine is not a question, but it's just to add to what Madam have said. I have 3 children in ULWS. The first one left during the COVID time. I just wanted her to try the common entrance if she will make it, and she passed. That was Navy Secondary School of Bomasho. So my husband was like, she will go. So she just did only year 6 first term and left. Then the second one, when she was here, from year 4 to like year 5, we were finding it a bit difficult in year 5, like especially in maths. We were even invited by Mrs. Afalabi one time to come and see her concerning her performance. But I allowed her to do year 6. So when she left from year 6 to Command Secondary School, Lagos, the first question the administrator asked us was, where is her testimonial? That's the first thing they want, that parents are causing a lot of havoc, children living from year 4, year 5 to secondary school. So he said any child that does not have that testimonial will not be admitted. And I was like, wow. So I felt very bad that I didn't allow my first daughter to go through year 6. Not that she's not doing well. She's doing perfectly very well, but because she does not have that testimonial and she didn't complete it, to me, it's like half education. I did year 6 and my child didn't do year 6. So it's sometimes I get angry. And now I have the third one doing year 5. My husband is saying she's going to leave from year 5. I was like, no. If it's the fees, I'm going to pay. And I'll come to Mr. Falawi, I cannot afford it, to plead to allow me to pay complete. So passing through the year 6 process is a very good thing for us to do for our children. My daughter that is in command, she's always telling me, Mommy, everything we are doing in GS1 is what we did in ULWS. The grooming brings out the best in her. In fact, when I even saw her results this second term, this first term GS2, A, distinction, that the position they gave her. And all our subjects, excellent, just one good. And I was very proud of myself that I allowed her to pass through year 6. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
My name is Benjamin Nweze. I have no question, but I just wanted to confirm if this session was recorded, especially the one from the powerful delivery from the speaker. And I know there's a Zoom link on the platform.
Please, can you
hear me?
louder?
Sorry, I speak fast. Sorry, so sorry. So I wanted to confirm if the Zoom link was recorded, the Zoom meeting. I saw there was a Zoom link on the platform. I just wanted to know if it was recorded. Is there a way we can access it after the session?
The last session?
Yeah, the delivery from the speaker, your speech.
My speech?
Yeah, was it recorded? So I just wanted to know if you can have it after this session. Oh, okay. Oh, all right, awesome. That's fine.
Oh, okay. So the real question we have is exceptional person. Now, sir, how many T-pains do we have in Nigeria? Oh, sorry, apologies. How many, please let me see him now. How many presidents do we have? Permit me to, I'm a downtown person. Only Muhammadu ò pé méjì lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. It's just one. When you talk of exceptional, it is exceptional. They qualify it as top 5 out of 100. There are places where they ask you for 3 out of 100. There are very few. And you know the interesting thing? Those exceptional people, they follow the process. They love the process because they know the process is needed for their exceptional ability to come out. So when you see something, when you are thinking of this child is different, can follow a different route, look for routes that we add to the child, not remove from the child. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Modu. Please, I want to quickly lend the voice to what she just answered, and that is question. That even when a child is exceptional, you allow the child to follow the process. Even outside of the country, when a child is noted to be exceptional, the child does not jump a class. The child will still go through the process. It's just that the child may be given additional, not to jump a class. You cannot jump from year 9 to year 11. But you can be in year 9 and be doing some things in year 10 or year 11, depending on your ability. But you will not entirely jump the year. And I want to use an example. Yesterday, we posted our former head boy. His name is Mubarak Adedeji. Some of our parents here know him. When you talk about an exceptional child, that boy is gifted. He was a head boy. He didn't jump any class. And he got 100% scholarship at Chrisland School. Mubarak went through 6 years of secondary school. His parents did not pay a dime because he was, and he still is, exceptional. And when he was in SS3, he did the, I think, SAT or whatever, And Mubarak went to the US. He got admission to the school in the US, 100% scholarship. He didn't jump. And now he has finished 2 honors, aeronautical engineering and mechanical engineering. He is a gifted child, but he did not jump the process. He went through the process, and the parents, even the school, is proud to say, we produced this person. If you check his IQ, is special. But the process enhanced his ability. So please, it's not, because the parent once told me that it's because we want money for 1 year. And I said, with or without your money, my society school will move on. But we are particular about the children. We get feedbacks from, especially from ISL, because we are in the same environment, about children that will leave to GSS1 from primary 5. Teachers in the secondary school expect our children to have achieved a particular milestone before coming to the secondary school. So the pampering that we do here, you don't get it done in the secondary school. Here we chase after them. Have you copied your notes? Have you done your assignments? We keep calling parents. Shade has not submitted the math projects. We are waiting for English projects. When you get to secondary school, nobody will call you to ask you if your child has submitted project or done assignments or not. So when our children are not matured enough to handle this pressure, they'll be lagging behind. And some of them tend to be advised to repeat in JS1. Mr. Modu, am I right, ma'am? Yes. So if a child does not do primary 6 and is advised to repeat in JSS1, that means it's just starting JSS1. That first year is just primary 6. So please, parents, let's be wise. The Lord will help us. Let's look at the economy. God will provide. For the sake of the children, God will make a way for us. Thank you so much for listening.